On being a Mitch. I'm so excited for you. I'm here, you're here. The daffodils are upright, and we're gonna get it rocking and rolling because there's so much great news with word that in addition to the $600 stimulus check you got now, $600, they're gonna give you additional $1,400, and they want to do another $2,000 stimulus check on top of that, and then they want to send you $10,000 by the end of the week. What, $10,000 by the end of the week? And then they want to send you an email, say, hi, you want some money? We got $10,000 for you by the end of the week. What? What is going on here? I have so much exciting, delicious news. It's not Moolah Monday, it's Moolah Month. Hey, Jody Hopper, thank you for coming to Purple Power. Wow, we're starting off really strong with a Purple Power new member, Jody, joining the room. Wow, what a great afternoon it is. What day is it? Is it Wednesday? Is it Wednesday? Or is it Thursday? I can't remember. Oh, it's Wednesday. So we're at the hump, sort of like, Nancy's hairstyle. So I'm so excited you joined me. I'm gonna have big updates in this video about your second stimulus check, your third stimulus check. But what I'm gonna do on this video, I'm gonna do it a little bit differently than I did before because I like to spice it up a little bit. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do each topic and then I'll stop. I say, do you have any questions? And we'll do Q&A for a few minutes on each topic. And then we'll go to the next topic. We'll do Q&A. Because I don't think I'm doing enough Q&A. I want to help more people. I want to know your issue. And I want to answer your questions. And that's the spirit of this channel. Love the pretty shirt. Well, I appreciate it. I think I'm a little too close to the camera, actually. I should be a little bit further back. But there we go. Sounds good, says Lisa. I appreciate it. So please subscribe. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. It costs nothing to subscribe. Also hit that alert button, so you get the bell, so you get an alert when I go live, which I'm now live. This is me. This is actually me. And also like this video. Like it because it helps with the algorithm. And finally, if you've considered being a member, maybe become a member by hitting that join link at the top of this video. Purple Power, as Jody just did. She started off knocked it out of the ballpark to start it off, or Purple Hawk, or Calcino VIP. So much exciting news. So let's get right to it. Let's go over the check first. The check. First, the second stimulus check that was so reportedly set out in December, then reportedly set out January 6th, and reportedly no one has gotten still. I do not have red hair, but it's the light. My hair has always had sort of a red tone to it, though. It's just sort of naturally the color of my hair. It's not really brown balanced. It's sort of reddish brown. But it's also the light. The real issue is, where is that $600 stimulus check? Where is it? What I'm reporting to the viewers of this channel is that the half of the viewers of this channel have not got to the stimulus check. This is insane. I mean, how many months have I been covering the second stimulus check? And I don't know if anyone else is saying this, but I'm saying it. I'm saying it morning, noon, and night. This channel has 86 million views in 8 months, and a YouTube record. We're a few weeks away from 9 months, and we're going for 100 million. Let's see if we can get there. And that's a lot of viewers, and 50% don't have that check. Thank you, Kat, for becoming a Purple Hawk. They do not. No, people have just not got to that $600 stimulus check. And what I'm saying to you is we're going to probably have to do a campaign, a Twitter campaign or something with Yellen and say, hey, this is not just sort of, this is not like the first stimulus package where there was sporadic occurrences of people not getting it. This is a lot of people not getting it. So let's do Q&A. Who has not gotten the $600 stimulus check? Meaning nothing. Thank you, Endora, for becoming a Purple Power. Wow. Hello from Thailand. Robert Leisure from Thailand. If you're international, say me if you did not get the $600 stimulus check. Say me if you did not get the $600 stimulus check. So there's one. There's Kelly. There's Deanna. My best friend, Ricardo, hasn't gotten it. Robert, Deanna, Barbie, Kelly, Robert, Loretta, Sherry, Larry, Ricardo, Linda, Aaron, Cynthia. I think I don't know. I think that's yes. Me, someone else. It went really fast. My daughter, Peyton, Melissa, Connie, Dave, Trung. No unemployment either. Barbie as well. Instagram room. Linda, yes. Linda hasn't gotten it as well. Trung has also. So what's up? What's up? What's the question? My husband won't shut up. Sharon says, what was the question? I can't hear you. My husband won't cut it out. I'm trying to watch LA. Tell the husband, just can you turn down the game? I'm on TV right now. So yeah, you see a lot of people have not seen the stimulus check. And this is not just not a good situation. So what I think is going to happen is Janet Yellen's going to come and just whip this into shape. I think it's too overwhelming. There's a lot of people. There's a lot of people. My husband won't shut up either. Well, have them tune in. Have them join in. Me, Queen, Pink, and Jared as well. Got mine in Thailand. Howard in Thailand got his stimulus check. I got mine, says Robert. So that's the first thing. Let's go to the next stimulus check. So the breaking news this afternoon is that Chuck Schumer thinks that the third stimulus package should give you $1,400, the Cash Act Fix-It bill, plus a real total $2,000 stimulus check on top of that. Let's go over this thing. Do you think $1,400 by itself in end of January is enough to cover you as a stimulus check to the end of June? Yes or no? Yes or no? Do you think that's enough to the end of June? Yes or no? No, says Jordan. No, says Roseanne. No, says Brian. Laura, no. No, says Shanta. No, says Tad. Cynthia says no. Kelly, no, 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 no. I don't. I think it's a disgrace. I think it's a disgrace. All right, let me ask a slightly harder question. If they gave you $1,400 in late January, but they also gave you a $2,000 stimulus check, and so that would be $3,400 on the second stimulus package. Do you think that would be enough? Do you think that would be enough to cover you to late June? Yes or no? Yes or no for $3,400 to late June? Maybe, yes, no, no, maybe, no, yes, no, 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 yes, no, 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 yes, yes, no, no, yes, no. So it's like 80-20, 80% no and 20% yes. I think it would be ridiculous. I think it would be horrible to say, hey, here's 2000. We're giving you $1,400 from last year, this year, and then here's $2,000 to cover you for the next 7 months. Good luck on the pandemic. See ya. I think it's ridiculous. I just think it's crazy. So I don't think it's enough. I don't think it's enough. All right, so let's go to the other items. Second stimulus. So, second stimulus has four items that have not rolled out, and I'm looking for them. You're looking for them, and they're just not there. The first one is rent. That's supposed to be sent to the cities and counties to set up rent grant programs for you to get, in addition to the CARES Act one, which we cover on this channel. Second one is utilities. Third is internet. And fourth is childcare. Of the four items I just mentioned, say yes if one of those interests you, and no if you just don't want any of those things. Yes if you would like some free rent. Yes if you like some free rent, utilities, internet, free internet, or childcare. And no if you don't. Nah, I don't want any of that. Yes, 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 and yes, 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 no, yes, 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 yes. So 100% yes. There's Sally for becoming a Purple Hawk. Thank you, Sally BB, for becoming a Purple Hawk. No, yes, yes, yes. So about 99% want these things. So this is a real big issue. A lot of people want these things and they're not getting it because they haven't gone live with these programs. And this is sort of the reoccurring theme. The second stimulus is supposed to have all these items and they're not there. So what I would recommend you, if you really need help on rent and utilities, and I've been saying this for a couple days, is don't wait for that second stimulus to come to the cities and counties. Reach out to the volunteers. They're in the pinned comment to this video. Open it up. At the bottom of the pinned comment, it says community page. It says community page. news.lalate.com/community. Reach out to the volunteers there. They're separated from Twitter or Instagram. You reach out to them and they can help you find the rent. Let's turn to the other stuff. The second stimulus went live with PPP. Let me get a sense of how many people PPP interests. Doesn't mean you have to do it. Do you think PPP interests you? whether you got it or didn't get it or maybe going to get it. Do you think PPP interests you? Yes or no for PPP? Does that sound like something that interests you? Yes or no for PPP? Yes, that's something. Yes, 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 no, no. What is it? Yes, no, yes, no, yes, 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 no, yes, yes, can't. And then the screen stopped. The no and yes. Yes. So that's pretty good. That's higher than I thought. So that's about 70% yes. So that's really good. Um, PPP, you have to really pounce. And the way you pounce with PPP is you start by reaching out to the person who's going to write the PPP for you. You can reach out to your local bank if that's where you're doing business, or you can reach out to online financial banks that you don't have to have a prior relationship with. Those online banks are Fundera, Fundera, Funding Circle, Blue Vine, Lendio, and Cabbage. And they'll guide you through it pretty well. They're pretty good on saying, give me this, give me this, give me this, give me this, and then they'll say, okay, you're fault, you're complete. We're going to submit you to SBA, and then you're approved. PPP requires no collateral, requires no credit score, requires no personal credit, nothing like that. And if you have a Schedule C on your tax return because you did Uber, Lyft, Airbnb, or Grubhub, or you have a side business that you declare your income on as a Schedule C, you can go get a PPP. It starts as a loan, switches to a grant, and it's really, really good if it's something you need help for. I did a complete informational video about it on Saturday afternoons LA that has PPP in the title. Um, Let me answer your questions now about PPP. Since we're on PPP, thank you, Bill Garrison, for becoming a Purple Hawk. Can I apply for PPP? I'm the only employee. Yes. So that's what's called sole practitioner, independent contractor. You are that is you can only get up to a certain amount of money. I think it's $100,000. But yes, absolutely, you can apply if you are a sole practitioner. Example is you're an Uber driver and you have a Schedule C and you made $8,000 last year. Very, very simple. Any other questions about PPP that you may have? I'm looking over the Instagram room as well. Uh, I have so much. No, I went Calcino grants. um, any other questions you have about PPP before we move on? Uses cases. Is PPP more than EIDL? That's a good question. PPP is based upon a different benchmark than EIDL. The grant is 10,000, or it starts at $1,000 per employee, but is $10,000. PPP can be more than 10,000. I'm down with PPP. Where can I apply for PPP? It says Bengut. So you want to reach out to lenders because PPP is underwritten by lenders like online banks. Independent contractors can apply for PPP. They can. And they are Fundera, Funding Circle, Blue Vine, Lendio, and Cabbage. Now, understand when you go to apply for a PPP, it sometimes looks like it's something else, but then you can do it also as an independent contractor. I want to hire new employees. Does that qualify for PPP? Ooh, I don't know. The lenders are very good at answering questions like that. If you get a PPP, will they not let you? I couldn't see the question. Tell everyone what PPP can be spent on. Okay. Um, what can PPP be spent on? They changed that. They changed that under the latest version. Uh, it's generally for payroll, rent, insurance, but I'm trying to see what they added in there. Oh, I think they added in there modification of your business because of COVID. But it's generally salaries, rent, insurance, and things like that. And there you go. My hubby got chocolate donuts in the kitchen table. All right, so now with the PPP, let's go to EIDL. So EIDL is in the second stimulus. It starts as EIDL for agriculture and ranchers, and then it adds in other type of EIDL for low-income individuals. And I know some of you got EIDL in 2020 and have EIDL questions. What I've been reporting on this channel is that there's a lot of rumors out there and there's a lot of facts out there. The facts that I've been reporting is that Joe Biden is going to give you the remainder of your $10,000 EIDL grant under third stimulus. That Joe Biden is going to give you the remainder of your $10,000 grant, that answers Cynthia's question, under third stimulus package, the remainder of your $10,000 grant. That's sort of fact. I've been reporting that for a while on this channel. Or if you never got the EIDL grant, that you'll get the EIDL grant. The rumor, however, is that it may come this week. That's a rumor. The rumor is that you're going to get an email this week that says, hi, what's your name? Log into the SBA.com portal, confirm your bank account, confirm your name, confirm your routing information, because we have some money for you. It's so absolutely shocking. We want some moolah. This is moolah month. I mean, we want some moolah. I'm the moolah man. So this is really exciting, great news. Let me answer some of your EIDL questions. I didn't get the money. What can I spend the EIDL grant on? There is no restriction on what you can spend the EIDL grant on. What if you got denied the EIDL loan? You could still get the grant. Got denied the EIDL loan, have no credit score, no collateral, you could still get the EIDL grant. What about the $1,400? Oh, we already covered that. Sorry about that. What do you do if you're denied for the loan? Don't have to do anything. They're going to give you the grant. The grant is not dependent upon being approved for the loan. So we don't need to reapply. So Sandell, with that question, this is one of the major debated issues online about whether you have to reapply or not reapply. At the moment, SBA has not given us guidance. The indication always throughout the years has been you don't have to reapply. They already know you're there. But the practical situation has always been if you do reapply, it's going to trigger duplicative applications. The last one, the latest one will be thrown. They'll keep the prior one, but they'll realize, oh, here's a prior application. We didn't pay him. Let's pay him. So at the moment, do not reapply. We will see in the next few days if you have to reapply. Will I get the loan even if I'm on SSI? EIDL is based upon a Schedule C or a corporate tax return. Due to the original CARES Act, is SBA still doing the credit checks for the loan, not for the grant? I'm on unemployment. Can I get an EIDL loan? Yes. I'm waiting for you with you, Kim. When is the $1,400 coming out? That was early in this video. But I'll recap it later in the video. Funny I get all this junk mail, but not my stimulus. All right, so now let's continue. Is it possible that the third stimulus is delayed because of the impeachment? No. If I receive the $1,000 grant, I missed the question. Send the money for all of us. Do you have to apply for the loan to get the grant? Great question, Crystal. Yes. So there's one application for the loan that is also for the grant. It's the same application. So, for example, the application is now live for ranchers and farmers. I've been telling ranchers and farmers, apply right now. Thank you, Jacqueline Hall, for becoming a Purple Hawk. Thank you so much. I've been telling viewers to apply right now if they are ranchers and farmers, even if you don't want the loan, because that's the only way to trigger to get the grant. And that once they go live with the grant, then you don't have to take the loan. Just tuning in, what's an EIDL loan? It's SBA.gov. It is an instrument. EIDL is the Economic Injury Disaster. It's an instrument that was supposed to pay out $10,000 under CARES Act 1. SBA was headed by a Trump appointee who made a mess of the system, didn't pay people what they're supposed to be paid. And the Biden appointee is coming in a few weeks, and she's going to come in and just slap it together and change it all back to the way it's supposed to be, which is you get your $10,000 grant. The question is when you're going to get it. There we are at the 20-minute mark. When does the EIDL grant portal go live? So that's a great question. Let me make this clear again. There is no EIDL grant portal. It is only an EIDL portal. The same portal is used for the grant as is used for the loan. There is no separate portal for grant than for loan. This has always caused people a lot of confusion over the last year. They go there and they see the word loan and they're like, oh, I don't want a loan. I'm not touching this. I don't want a loan. You have to fill out the application because the grant is considered an advance for the loan. You don't have to take the loan. You don't have to take the loan. You don't have to be approved for the loan, but you have to fill out the application to get the grant. I received the loan. Would I be able to get a grant? Yes. I was I was told that the impeachment is holding up stimulus. No, no. I received a loan. Will I be able to get a grant? Oh, I just answered that. So there you go. There it is again. There it is again. Wow, Dwight really can copy and paste really fast. And there it is again. How many times does he copy and paste it? It's just shocking. I There it is again. Cheryl, thank you for becoming a Purple Hawk. Wow. Where can I find rent for rent assistance? I live in New Mexico. Reach out to the volunteers. Do you have to pay the grant back? Lisa, no, it's a grant. These words are really hard for people on this channel because we normally don't use these words. A grant means it's a grant. It means they're granting you money. It means here, we're granting you money for you to have. A grant is not a payback instrument. And every, 3 weeks, there's someone that jumps in the comments and wants to fight with me. Grant is a grant. You have to pay it back. It's a grant. You got to pay it back. A grant is a grant. It's free money. Do I apply for the grant if I got the loan? So that is a great question, New Age. So basically, at the moment that we said there is no indication you have to reapply. So do not reapply yet for the grant. All right, let's turn to FPUC. FPUC is really heating up. Viewers have now started to receive the FPUC in states across the board. What's important to understand is that if you get FPUC, you need to ensure, excuse me, if you get an alert from your state's website to reopen a claim, you need to reopen the claim. If I was denied the EIDL loan, should I reapply? If you want the loan, no, you do not. There's no such thing as reapplying. In EIDL universe, you do not reapply. If you got denied the loan but want the loan, you do a reconsideration. If you want the grant, don't worry because you don't have to have the loan to get the grant. My FPUC starts this week. There we go. FPUC is $300 a week from now going forward. I think I've sort of explained FPUC pretty easily. Does anyone have any questions about FPUC? Any questions of FPUC, UI, or PUA other than why am I inactive? I can't answer why you're inactive. But any questions about FPUC? No FPUC for B. My mother got his. So that's what happens in these states. Some state may be fast with one person in the corner and then the other person down the street, they're just slow. Any questions you have about FPUC, UI, or PUA? Do you apply for us first? This is for people who would already be on UI or PUA. Any questions about UI, PUA, FPUC? Do you think retro will happen? Well, that's third stimulus. I think it will. Illinois is paying $300. Every state has to pay it. I'm on SSI. Do I qualify for EIDL or PPP? If you have a Schedule C, you do. I don't know. I don't know if you would. If you don't work, then no. We're so educated. Thank you, Lalate. I appreciate it. Why isn't FPUC active in Arkansas? Some states are slow to the horse race. And ultimately, I don't know why. Do I qualify for EIDL if I didn't make any money in 2019? Why would there be if you had a Schedule C and you had no income on it? Probably not. Any questions about unemployment? I was on extension of my claim. Oh, it just disappeared. And that was a great question. Let's see if I can grab it. Oh, I found it. Arnie, I was on extension and my claim said to reopen the day I was supposed to certify. Then it said certify after January 27th. So I missed 2 weeks. Will I get those 2 weeks still? You're not supposed to miss any weeks under second stimulus. So I don't know. I'm a little confused by the question why you think you may lose weeks, but you're not supposed to lose any weeks under unemployment. FPUC, what is that? FPUC goes on top of your UI, your unemployment, and on top of your PUA, which is unemployment for independent contractors. and the FPUC is $300 a week. Hubby's running out of UI money, but claim is still open. Does he still get the $300? So that was, I don't know who said that. That was a great question. So you should not be running out of weeks. If you started unemployment in the pandemic in March or April, you can't run out of weeks. You'll run out of weeks in March 2021. The second stimulus package extended your number of weeks to March 2021. Your state will update the website. I was told not to reopen claims. That's wrong. You have to reopen the claim. Can you get SNAP if you're on FPUC? Yes, that's a great question. Wow, that's a big, wonderful, great question. You know what SNAP actually says? It says that that FPUC does not count toward eligibility for SNAP. FPUC does not count towards eligibility for SNAP. That's an insanely great question. Let me explain why. Because FPUC is income. FPUC is income. UI is income. PUA is income. You have to declare it as taxable if you don't take out for taxes every week when you get the payment. It is income. But is it income for purposes of SNAP? It does not count. FPUC does not count against SNAP for purposes of income. They put that in the second stimulus package. They got that really done well. That was, I think that was Nancy. That was done really, really well. I'm retired and on disability, and I get SNAP. It is great. Thank you so much. I had no idea it didn't count as income. Yeah, it was one of those things that they mentioned when they passed the bill. It was great. They specifically wanted people to know that. FPUC does not count as income for purposes of SNAP eligibility. Let me say it clear. I want to make it because I saw someone repeat it and I may have messed up the words. For purposes of SNAP eligibility, FPUC does not count as income. It counts as income otherwise. I mean, it is FPUC's income. Is taxable. But for purposes of calculating how much you make per year for SNAP eligibility, you do not include FPUC. That was what was in the second stimulus package. So that's really great news. When are they beginning giving guidelines for states to pay out the PUA? They already have. States are either paying, not paying, or not telling people. And what I've been trying to do on this channel is sort of give examples of states that have paid FPUC. There were so many that have paid the second stimulus FPUC that we really saw very few that weren't paying it. We saw Washington, New Mexico said, we're not paying it till the middle of the month. But we don't have any states that saying, I'm not paying anyone for a couple of weeks. And what I gotta tell you is that there's always going to be someone in the comments that uses their situation as the conclusion of the entire state. Someone will jump in the comments, especially in a live chat, that did not get paid in their particular state. Let's say it's Ohio. And they'll say, Ohio's not paying anything. And I'm like, yeah, they are. I just had someone 2 lines above you got paid in Ohio. So there's always someone that's going to use their example, their situation, their personal situation, which is very important to them, as the conclusion of everyone else in the state. I really wish people would not do that. Instead, when you write your comments, say, I didn't get paid in Ohio, rather than say, Ohio's not paying anyone. We had that with rent, with Purple, where people would say, they're not paid. It is your example. It is your situation. That's, you have some people upset at the Purple Power. LA, what about Wisconsin? I don't know. I haven't asked. So what states have viewers seen? What states have viewers gotten paid in FPUC so other viewers can see the results? I know FPUC has been paid in Rhode Island, Colorado, California, Florida, Texas, Massachusetts, Minnesota. But what other states have been paying? Alabama has paid. Georgia has been paid. Colorado, North Carolina, New York has been paid, of course. Nevada, New Jersey has paid. Arizona has paid. Some viewers have gotten paid in New Jersey. California has paid. Louisiana has been paid. Kansas has paid. I know Texas has paid. Yes, thank you. So you've seen Tennessee has paid. Okay, there we go. Not Pennsylvania. Georgia. Yes, viewers have gotten paid in Georgia. Absolutely, viewers have gotten paid in Georgia for FPUC. They have not. New Mexico specifically said we're not paying yet. Maryland viewers have gotten paid. North Carolina they've gotten paid. So that now you see as an example of what's happening here. Um, is West Arizona, Wyoming, Ohio. Um, Check the tracker. I don't know if the tracker's reliable, but you can check the tracker. No in Kentucky for someone. So you see what happened here was that I have viewers in California who haven't gotten paid anything. So I don't want them to say California ain't paying anyone, which is absolutely untrue. I have people in New York that haven't gotten paid, but I don't want them to say New York ain't paying anyone because they have paid people. And you see the same thing in Georgia. We just had people in Georgia who I knew Georgia from day one. Georgia had paid the first week for FPUC, the first week of January, but they've still not paid other people. So if you have not received it, doesn't mean that no one has received it. But it's good that we see a benchmark. We have an understanding. We have a good start. Singi, thank you for becoming a Purple Hawk. We have a good start that we know this is what California is doing, but they haven't taken care of everyone. We're going from A to B to C. Let's see. So now let's continue. AOC has been pissing me off lately. Okay. So we Snap. We didn't cover Snap. Let's go to Snap. Snap. For the Snap 15% increase, there've been three things happening. Either nothing, or it's coming together with your January check, or it's coming separate from your January check. And so that's why it's been a little confusing for viewers. If you've received the 15%, let me recap. Under second stimulus package, you're supposed to get a 15% increase for SNAP for 6 months from January to June. Some viewers have gotten it with their monthly check of January. Some have gotten it separate. If you got your 15% increase for SNAP, say together, and if it came separate in the month of January, they sent it as a separate transaction, right? Separate. Together, if it came together. Oh, the comments are flying now. Oh my goodness. Separate, together, separate. Oh wow. Nothing. Separate, separate, together. Nothing. Nothing. Separate, separate. Nothing. Separate. Nothing. Together. Nothing. February. So you see nothing. Didn't get it. Separate. So you see how together, separate, nothing. So you see how different it is. It's almost 30%. Some places they're sending it together, your 15% increase of SNAP, together with your January check, together on the check. Some are sending it later in the month of January after you already got your January check. So it's a separate transaction. And others are saying, we'll just pay you in February. Just hold up. So you see it is all over the place. The reason why this videos like this are very helpful for me and for you is because now we know what's going on. This is what I learned when I first launched this channel in April. I did not know what was going on until viewers told me what was going on. And so now we know across the country we have three possibilities of what's going on for Snap. They're paying it together, they're paying it separately, or they're just not paying it at all. They'll say we'll start paying in February. And that's what's really very, very helpful. Now the 30-minute mark, let me go over where we are. I have a lot of recapping because I didn't do a recap at the 15-minute mark. So sit back and let's get ready to rock and roll. With 1,500 people in the room, let me give you the big update. The big update first is the second stimulus check. Half of the viewers of this channel have not seen it. So you're going to expect a real fix-it by Janet Yellen when she comes as a new Treasury Secretary at the end of the month, because there's not just a few people not getting the $600 stimulus check. It's literally half of the viewers of this channel. This channel has now reached 86 million views in 8 months, a YouTube record. No one is doing numbers like this channel. So please subscribe. We're trying to get to 100 million by the end of this month. That would be an accomplishment. So please subscribe. Also hit the alert button and like this video. Next, We heard great news today, insanely great news, as Chuck Schumer really said, you know what, the third stimulus package, the Biden stimulus package, has to have Cash Act, the additional $1,400 on top of $600, and an additional $2,000 stimulus check. Yes, 1,400 and $2,000. So we're gonna take care of what we were supposed to do last year, and we're gonna give you a stimulus check going forward for the new year. This is great news. I asked viewers on this channel on this video, do you think this was sufficient? And it was like 30% said it was sufficient, 70% said no. This is real progress though. SNAP benefits you just heard right before this minute is that they're now paying the 15% increase, sometimes as a separate payment, rather than as a together payment. I've been reporting on fact for weeks that the remainder of your $10,000 EIDL grant will be paid under third stimulus package. But there's rumors now you could get an email from SBA this week by the end of the week saying, hi, sign into a portal and check and confirm your bank account because we got some money for you. Yes, the rumor says the remainder of the $10,000 EIDL grant may be coming by the end of this week. $2,400 of SSDI and SSDI are among the items on the third stimulus package, along with rent, utilities, food, FPUC retro. But what I covered also in this video is that we have 4 items under the second stimulus package that aren't showing up anywhere. They are rent, food, utilities, childcare, and the free internet. And so what I'm recommending to viewers is if you need help on that, reach out to the volunteers in the pinned comments of this video. I really need rent, says Ms. Miller. So just like that, open up the first comment to this video from Lalate, open it up, and at the bottom of the comment, the last line says community page. Community page, and it's news.la.com/community, and reach out to the volunteers on Twitter or Instagram, and they will help you get rent. Meantime, I'll be back live with you on evenings, Lalate. That's at 6 p.m., probably about 6:10 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. And then I'll be back live with a second recording right after that. I think they'll both be live tonight. So stay informed, stay focused. Go to the front channel, hit that subscribe button. If you've not become a member, consider becoming a member. Wow, the comments are flying now. Brother for Life. I appreciate that, Brother for Life. He just became a Purple Hawk. Consider becoming joining as a member. You will get a hawk next to your name like everyone else. FPUC is taxable. You'll have emojis, and I'll be rolling out more emojis as well. And you'll have early access to videos. Today you had early access to videos before anyone else. Stay informed, stay focused. Hawks, have a great evening. Thank you, wow, it's flying. Thank you, Aries Brown, for becoming a Purple Hawk. Beautiful name. And I will see you a little bit later. Stay informed, stay focused, and save a life for more. Hey, Google, play